Hello dear students of class 4. Hope you are keeping well at home and your vacations are also gone well. And how your studies are going on? I think those were also well. So from today onwards we are again going to start our computer lessons. So now today we will continue with our lesson number 3rd. Okay, now you can open your books. Okay dear students, now ready? Okay. Now this lesson number 3, more on MS Word on Microsoft Word. This is part second. Why? Because already we have completed little bit part before our summer vacations. So now today we will first of all let's see what are the topics we have covered. Enter to select a text MS Word. To edit the text means copy, cut, paste, then to format the text. So these are the 3 topics that we already covered in our previous video. If these are not clear to you, then go through the videos which are posted earlier. Okay. Now our 4th topic is alignment. For this you can open your page number 41. Okay. Open your page number 41. Before discussing anything, let me clear you what is the meaning of alignment. So what is it? It is the style, or in simple words if we say, then alignments refers to the way in which text is placed in a page. Okay, how our text is placed in the presentation, or to arrange data in the correct position. Actually what is it? It is the arrangement of data in the correct position. That is the alignment. So now alignment refers to the way in which text is placed in a page. You can align the text as left, centered, right and justified. This little bit part is also completed in our previous video. Okay, in that video I have shown you very well how the changes occur. This is the left align, centered and text right align. Okay, we can start from the left hand side, right hand side as well as center also. So this is the alignment of the text. Understood? Okay, now second one is how to create list with bullets and numbers. Okay, to make our presentation attractive and more understandable manner, we use what? We use bullets and numbers. So lists are made by all us for various purposes. The librarian makes a list of books in the library. Your class teacher makes the list of students in your class. Your mother makes a list of items to be bought from the market. Okay, we may use numbers or bullets in our list to make it more simple and easy and to make more understandable. So a bullet is a dot or other symbol that is placed before the text to make a list attractive. Understood? What are the bullets? Numbers we already aware. We are familiar with the numbers 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C, D. We note down in our question answers also. So the bullets is a dot. Okay, I will show you. See here. List with bullets and list with numbers. So here, what are the bullets? A bullet is a dot or other symbol that is placed before the text to make a list attractive. These are the bullets. We can see here na. See the difference, main difference, list with bullets and list with numbers. Okay, understood? So numbers make our list not only attractive but also convenient. Okay, from here we can see now creating numbered of bullets list can be very quickly and easily done in MS Word 2007. Then how to create? Already it is given in your book also. Same steps are created. Okay, same steps are followed for mentioning with list mentioned with bullets as well as with the numbers. Only some differences there I will tell you. Like Soba is typing the capitals of some Indian states. Okay, she had not numbered her list. Let us help her to insert. So what are the steps? First of all, see what we have to do. See here. From here you will understand much more better. So see, first of all, type the items you want to add numbers to and select them. First of all, we have to select the list Likewise, it is shown in the here it is shown. Okay. Then second step, click the home tab. It is the home tab here, we can see here. Okay, home tab. Then our third step should be click the drop down list arrow on numbering button. Numbering button is shown here. If you see here, I will show you here. Okay, drop down list is shown here. So in the paragraph group, so then select the list style of your choice. The list is numbered, whatever you want. Okay, from here you can select whichever you feel suitable. This one, this. Okay, from here also you can see more options. Okay, likewise same for the bullets also. Okay, type the item you want to add bullets to and select them. Then click on the home tab, click on the drop down list arrow on bullet list. Now we don't have to go on the numbers, we have to go on the bullet list, and the same procedure, set the bullet of your choice and the list is bulleted. Okay, now undo and redo. You will understand more better. Let me first of all tell you what is undo and redo. Undo means to cancel a command given earlier and redo means to reverse the action. See, it is un and this is re, and do means what we have to do. Then the command which is given earlier to the computer, that we should, if you are applying undo, then what will happen? It will cancel. Okay, nothing will happen. And if we again apply redo option, then what will happen? Redo means redo. Again it will happen. Now understood? This will be explained you with a simple example. See here. This is excellent is written. Okay, then we have commanded computer to delete it. Okay, with the backspace or any delete option, we will delete this excellent. Then this blank screen will shown here. But if we use the undo command, then what will happen? Again excellent will come. What does it mean? Whatever whatever command we have given to the computer, it will automatically be cancelled, and after using the redo command, again it will be, the space will be emptied. Okay, understood? Okay, now spelling and grammars. It is the human behavior to make the mistakes. Okay, so in MS Word, the mistakes of spellings and grammar are automatically underlined. We are all aware, as in computer practical also we have done this. When we are typing in our MS Word, some students used to ask, ma'am, why these lines are coming? So usually what we say, these are the grammar or spellings mistake, student. So this is automatically done in the MS Word. So it displays wavy red underlines to indicate possible spelling errors and wavy green underlines to indicate possibly grammatical errors. For green, grammar error, and for red, spellings mistake. Okay, in order to correct the spelling errors, right click on the word with a wavy red or green line, whatever is there, and then select the option or the spelling you want. Okay, as shown in the figure here, what I told, what does it mean? COUTRY. Then red line shows the spellings mistake. It means country is written wrong, in wrong way. Spelling is mistake there. And if green line occurs, then it means it is our grammar mistake. Understood? Now, second, tables. It is very important. Afterwards, tables presentation chapter will come in our next turn. So, in this, only narrow terms it is given. Afterwards, we will study it in a wide topic. Then, what are tables? A table consists of rows and columns. Okay, and the intersection of rows and columns create boxes called cells. Then tables are often used to organize and present information. What is the main use of table? The main use of table, the primary use of table is for the presentation. Now let me tell you what are the columns and rows. Okay, the vertical data which is denoted in this table is the column. See, these are the vertical lines. These are the vertical lines now. Here. So this is our what? These are our columns. Columns as written here also. Okay. And what are the rows? Just opposite of it. These are the horizontal lines are the rows. These are the rows. Okay. Understood? And the intersection of rows and columns is called the cell. Intersection of rows and columns. Intersection of rows and columns is known as the cell. Likewise, this one, this, all these are the cells. Now, what are active cell? Active cell, actually, what does it mean? The cell in which we are currently working, that is active cell. Likewise, for example, in this 19 is written here where we are working, that is the active cell. Suppose you are working here in the division third, and here we are working, then which is our the cell in which we are working, that is known as our active cell. Okay, now have you understood the tables? About table consists of rows and columns. Okay, the vertical data is column and the horizontal one is rows. Okay, and the intersection of rows and column is cell. Understood? Okay, now these are the shortcut keys given to you. Shortcut keys on page number 48. This work you have to do in your notebook. Very simple shortcut keys these are, and certainly you have to learn them. Okay. Then see. Print preview. Then before you print your document, you have to the option to preview the final outcome before sending it to the printer. Means we have to check once. Two, we have to finalize it. Then you can use the print preview menu item on the file menu to do this. Okay. Now printing. To print your document, select the print menu item on the file menu. You will be given the option to select your printer, the number of copies you required, and other options before printing. Okay, how much number of copies you have to take out from the printer, which part you have to take out. Okay, that you have to mention here. Then treasures. If you are trying to find just the right word, acha, what does it mean? Let me tell you. It is the synonyms, or it acts as a, if in simple words I used to say this, then it acts as a dictionary. Means it gives us the proper meanings of the words. Okay, then if we are trying to find just the right word, the treasures provides us synonyms for any word we have written. Okay, it is a book, software program, or online service that provides alternative or similar words to a word. For example, here example is given of brave. So synonyms of brave is courageous, daring, fearless, bold, and antonym like cowardly. Okay, so our treasures is a software tool included with some word processors that provide synonyms for selecting words on command. Users use Microsoft Word can open our treasures by highlighting the word they want to look up and pressing the shortcut key. What is the shortcut key to use this feature? Shift plus F7. Okay, this is the shortcut key. Understood, dear students? So here your chapter ends. This lesson ends. Only that much. Now what is your homework? Revise your lesson and write down the shortcut keys which are given on page number 48. Just now I have shown you in your notebook, and you have to learn them. Okay? Then do this work from your